because we've all had to wait, and for much too long, to be finally heard. Around this country and spreading all over the world now, what do we see? Incompetence, imbeciles, weak leaders, not able to rise up to the times. Our times. This is why, as a new generation takes over, everyone should be fully aware of one thing. Today is not about me. Today is about all of us. Today is about our movement. There are millions of us out there joining our cause. And it is together, bound by this cherished heritage, that we will show them who we are. We've only just begun.
What is going on, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today we are doing a brand new video about SuperPower 3, but this isn't going to be one of those videos that I've made in the past in which we talk about, oh, is it going to come out? Will it not come out? Are they even developing it? I've sent countless emails over to, not really countless, just a couple, to GolemLabs saying, hey, is there any news that you can give us on SuperPower 3? And it looks like that the reason they weren't even replying to us is because they are announcing it. I mean, you can see by the footage that I just showed you guys in this video. It's coming. It is coming. It's coming, and I'm absolutely excited for it. For those who are watching right now going, what the heck is SuperPower 3? This is the rival to Geopolitical Simulator. If you love geopolitical simulator games, if you love playing as a country and messing with their politics, with their economy, with their military, this is the original. This is the grandfather of all geopolitical simulator games. I probably won't even say grandfather because I'm pretty sure there is one that is slipping my mind. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the features of SuperPower 3, and we will go on from here. So the first one that we see right here is some sort of like a map in which you can actually see. So you can see at the bottom right where the map is, you see food, natural resources, vices, energy, industrial, luxury, research, and services. So essentially, this is kind of like one of those maps that you saw in the original, where essentially it was kind of like where it shows all the resources at, where all the resources are at. And so it looks like that this is just like a updated version of that, where all of the regions have the specific types of resources. So it looks like that the lighter types are, so if we're looking at, like, I wouldn't say oil or something like that, we're looking at maybe like healthcare or something. This is civilian industrial that we're looking at right now. So the lighter regions are where civilian industry is very prevalent, but then the red regions are where civilian industry are not as prevalent. So you can actually see where it says 0% is red and 100% is the lighter, like, orange color or something like that. But if we look at the bottom, this is actually what I'm really looking forward to. We see that the bottom just looks completely reworked, and I'm really excited to see what all of these features are. So we have like the population screen, and then we have like statistics of looks like radio communications, technology, civilian. This is like a human there, but I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's like health or something. And then we have another one right next to him. It looks like he's holding like a coffee pot or something, or it look like a clipboard or something. Maybe I'm really excited to see what all of these have. And then we have two circles where the politics screen is. And that looks like it's just kind of like a replication of like approval rating, something like that. Maybe they're hiding a second option that they don't want to reveal yet or something. And then to the right of that, we have the economy screen, and then we have GDP. We have our debt. It looks like that's kind of weird that that they're $92 trillion in debt, but I highly doubt that's a trillion. That has to be like billion or something like that. But I don't know. We'll figure that out as the game comes closer to release. And then we have the military screen right next to it. We are looks like Canada is the 29th most powerful military in the world, and then we have 3 different options, including nuclear weapons, to the very right. And then the next one is a character customization kit. So this is actually a feature that I am really excited for. So if you look at the top left, we're going to start from the top left and make our way down. We have like what it goes into starting a game. So we have the scenario that we pick from, we have the country that we're going to play, and then we pick the character that we are going to play. So it looks like that she's going to be playing in Botswana, and then so we can make a name for them, we can make their age, we can make their language, we can make their religion, and then I guess maybe it's where it says Botswana. I don't know if that's the country we're going to be playing, or if that's going to be like where this person is from. So I think that's maybe where it's come. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that's what it is. That's the ethnicity of that person. And then the map in the center, I'm not really familiar what that is, because we can actually see maybe that's like the languages, or that's the religions, or that's the language or ethnicity or something like that. I don't know, but we'll figure that out later on. And then we have the profile on the very bottom right there. I want to see what view introduction is. Maybe that's a tutorial or something like that. And then going over to the right, we see that we can pick between a male and a female. And then we have an ethnicity. So we have ethnicity, physiology, skin, eyes, hair, and clothing. So we can pick from a very wide array of clothes, of ways that we can make our character look. And by the way, this does have a Steam Workshop playability. So we are going to be able to use Steam Workshop in this game. I don't know if it's just going to be for scenarios, but maybe there's going to be a lot of more things that that modders can make for this game, which I'm very excited to see. And then we have the second one, which is basically the same thing, but it is an American male. And so then we have like the ethnicities that we can pick from. So we have Aborigines, Southeastern Africans, Melanesians, Mediterraneans, Southeastern Europeans, Siberians, Polynesians, Melano-Africans, Melanids, Nordics, European Complex, Central Asians, and Native Americans. So those are all the, maybe not even all of the ethnicities that we can choose from. And then this guy is named George. He's 25 years old. He is Armenian, and he is atheist. He's from the United States. And then going on to the next one, this is what the world will look like. This is the new and improved graphics of the world. And I'm pretty sure the reason this game is so demanding, and I'll talk about how demanding this game is, it's probably not only because of this, but also of the amount of instances that it's going to be computing every single day, I guess. And again, this is going to be, from what I am seeing in the info of this game, this is going to be, again, a rival to Power and Revolution. That's probably what I'm going to title this video. And then going on to the next one, this is what this is like the just the tip of the iceberg of what we can do in this game. So this is our budget screen and our government screen. And then so budget screen, we have GDP. So we have our GDP amount, which is $21.6 trillion. We have our growth, and then we have our GDP per capita. I don't know if that is our GDP per capita. I would assume that is GDP per capita. So negative $20 billion. I don't know if that's just a bug or something like that. And then so income looks like it has not changed. Hopefully this does kind of like expand. So we have like, corporate taxes that can affect growth, financial transaction taxes, something like that, a pretty good amount of taxes that we can mess with, in terms of income, because I don't want to just be going off of, taxing the living crap out of the personal income tax. I want to have like a very diverse set of taxes that we can use for SuperPower 2. But then we also have fixed expenses. These seem to be pretty similar. There's actually a couple additions to this from the original game. So we have diplomacy, trade, military upkeep, military operations, special operations, and corruption. So obviously we can deal with corruption, which is actually something, that diverts a lot of money. So it looks like the United States is spending $129 billion on corruption. every year. And then so special operations is different. So maybe we can launch special operations into countries without necessarily declaring war on them. And then military operations, which is how much our military conquests are costing the country. So that's actually going to be something that we can deal with. That's going to be interesting. And then we have military upkeep, self-explanatory, trade, how much we're making off trade, and then diplomacy. Diplomacy, I think, could be something along the lines of foreign aid, which I think that's how much foreign aid the United States is giving away. And then so we have total money, total expenses, and then we have total, I guess, the surplus slash deficit. So where it looks like we're negative $69 trillion in the hole. Again, that T has to be different. Yeah, that has to be trillion, but I highly doubt that's trillion. And then we have expenses that we can adjust. So these. If you've not played SuperPower 2 before, essentially what these do is that they improve different aspects of the country and also have a different effect on your economy. So infrastructure actually helps, like your services, propaganda that helps increase government approval rating. Environment that helps your agriculture meter, healthcare that helps with I believe like different parts of the economy, but just the overall approval of your country. Education that helps in over the entire economy. Telecom that helps in different ways. So all of these have different things that they help in terms of different aspects of the game. Maybe with what I'm hearing is that there's a lot of different features that are in this game, so maybe they're going to have a much broader aspect of things that they control. And then we also have two new additions here that were not in the previous game. We have civilian research and military research. So military research was actually in the previous game, but civilian research is going to be very interesting to see what we can do off of that. Then we have the politics screen. So we have the first politics screen that we've been able to see for this game, which is government approval. So you have the government approval rating of 59%, and then it shows you the history of it over the past couple of years. And then we have opponents of your party. So we have the Republican Party, and then you see that it says legal right next to it. You can actually, I'm pretty 100% certain that you're going to be able to change that to illegal, so you can make the United States a one-party state if you want to. Maybe there's going to be a lot of harder ways to do that, just so you don't just like click a button and then not have to deal with the repercussions of doing that. And then we have voting rules. Maybe there's going to be something to that, maybe additions to that, maybe who can vote, what age you can vote, etc. And then we have the election date. So the election date is November 2nd, 2020. And then we can also postpone the date to a later time. And then we have the party in power, and then the capital of the country, which I'm pretty sure what that magnifying glass is where you can change where your capital is. And then at the bottom left, we have land use. So we have urban density, we have environment, we have crops, and then we have environment again, or something like that. I don't know what those mountains are to the very right. But we also have arable crop space used, which is 22%. Apparently, we can adjust the budget to increase that. And then urban density, we can adjust the budget to that, but I don't know exactly what that's going to do. And then we have the final picture right here, which is a nuclear bomb going off somewhere over Afghanistan, it looks like. But I've heard a couple of complaints from the community where they're just like, that is way too big. I don't know why they're doing that. It kind of reminds me of I think it was like Real Politics that had something like that, where the nuclear bomb was just kind of like one bomb that went off that just kind of did that. Maybe they're kind of increasing the bomb going off because of how many instances are going off the game. And I'll show you how demanding this game is, because it's kind of insane how demanding this game is. So going down, we can actually see, okay, so they actually fixed the GIFs that were a part of this. So we actually see the long-awaited installment of the SuperPower series. SuperPower 3 is a mix of strategical and managerial elements, and is the most complete and accurate geopolitical sim game to date. So again, if you are a fan of Power and Revolution, this is going to be the competitor. This is going to be a competitor we have been talking for many years about for something to come up, and it is finally coming. This iteration brings modern graphics, present-day military hardware and technology, as well as an improved EHE/AI technology for a tailor-made experience for every playstyle. The wide variety of approaches to the game gives you unprecedented freedom. You can focus on the big picture, like planning out entire wars or the smallest details imaginable, which I'm very excited to see what those small details are. Maybe it's talking about budgets, maybe it's talking about laws that we can pass, but we won't know until they release more information, which I'm very excited for. The whole planet will be watching your actions, and decisions you make will play out in front of your very eyes. SuperPower 3 takes place wherever and whenever you want. You can choose to play any nation on the planet. Scenarios are based on real-life events and are equipped with actual data. Try to govern your country to the best of your abilities, either on your own or with friends in multiplayer mode. And then we have a chance to prove they can do better. And then SuperPower 3 is a tailor-made for all megalomaniacs out there who are convinced they can do a much better job at running the world than real politicians and military leaders across the globe. Solve real-life conflicts with solutions that no one previously thought possible, and see what effect this will have on the world. Can you change history? So essentially, there's a history element that is a part of this. So we can have, some sort of effect on how things play out for the rest of the century or the rest of the millennia, if you really wanted to. Then we have the feature list right here, which is SuperPower 3 will have everything that made this franchise a success in the last 20 years, with modern visuals, game mechanics built with depth from the ground up, and a better onboarding experience for new players. Which onboarding experience for this previous edition was pretty hard. And then we have the feature list, which is global theater of an accurate reproduction of the entire world, including 194 playable countries, which is about 20 countries more than you were able to play in Power and Revolution, which I believe that's because you're also able to play, the Federated States of Micronesia, the Holy See, San Marino, all of the countries that, are pretty small and insignificant to some people. We have expansive strategy and dozens of scenarios based on real-life events, real data analyzed and made for gameplay purposes, character creation for almost every nationality, religion, typical attire available for real life, or in real life, and then high replayability due to no official end of the game, and then we have a mod-friendly architecture to create your own scenarios. So we do actually see that Steam Workshop will be available in the future. So that is going to be extremely exciting to see what kind of scenarios you guys are able to play with and make. And then I will actually try to feature those on this channel. And then we go over to system requirements, which this surprises me. This actually surprised me pretty hugely. So system requirements, the minimum system requirements is Windows 10 64-bit, 2.4 gigahertz quad-core processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and then the graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750 Ti, 2 gigabytes, or an AMD Radeon HD 7870, 2 gigabyte. But then the storage, listen to this, 55 gigabytes. 55 gigabytes of storage is needed for SuperPower 2, or SuperPower 3. See, SuperPower 2 has been out for so long, I'm getting confused between 2 and 3. And then recommended. I mean, this is going to be pushing some of my computer to the limit. So 3 gigahertz quad-core processor is recommended, 16 gigabytes of RAM, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650, which is massive. That's what I have in my computer, except I have a Super. I don't have the regular one, I have the Super. 4 gigabyte, by the way. And then an AMD Radeon R9 390X 8 gigabyte is recommended. So either a 1650 or a Radeon R9 390X 8 gigabytes. And then 55 gigabytes of available space is recommended for SuperPower 3. So this is massive. This is, I had a stream earlier this day whenever I was I don't really think it's going to come out, but I'll go ahead and stream it just in case. So I streamed it and I freaked out. Like I was like, "Oh my god, it's coming." How? I cannot believe this. Like this is huge. There's been a lot of people out there that are like, "Wow, like I mean, this has basically been waiting for like Half-Life 3 to come out. Like this is literally like Half-Life 3 being announced for Superpower 3. So I'm really excited for this. If you guys are watching this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will be making updates frequently for Superpower 3 every single time they release information. I will make a video about it on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any Superpower 3 content when I make it. And then if I'm able to get my hands on this early or when it comes out, I'll make sure that happens as well. So guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see Superpower 3 content, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any updates on Superpower 3 when it comes out. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next Superpower 3 video. Take care and so long.